enough time to think about it. Life's not gonna get me down. There's nothing can stop me. Gonna make it in this town. I've got a rainbow in my pocket. I've got a dream that just won't die. I've got money my parents gave me, so it's about time I learn to fly. Doing it my way, seeing it my way. Got a lot of love to share. Life's a big banana sandwich. I haven't got a care.
The all-new Alexei Sayle Show.
Wanker! Oi, Here, Fatso! Here, Fatso, you look like an explosion in an ugly factory. Baldy, Baldy Slaphead. Oi, Baldy Slaphead. Ha 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 ha. Mrs. Oi, Mrs. Where'd you get that hat? It's an horrible hat. Oi, Mrs. Oi, Mrs. Your hat's hideous. It's a hideous hat. Oh, hello. Apartment. Just been doing a bit of decorating. Not going very well, though. I can't concentrate on decorating, you know. I'm not that sort of person. I mean, I think if a job's worth doing, then blah, 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 blah. I get really frustrated as well with do-it-yourself. Like this shelf here, you know, it wouldn't stay up, so I smashed it to bits with a hammer. You know, they make me really angry. Like this picture frame, it wouldn't clip together, so I had it murdered by a Colombian hit squad, you know. If you're like me, you hate do-it-yourself. Mind you, if you're like me, you're a fat scouse comedian with his own television show in a tight suit, and what do you think you're doing? Well, Cantor, have we reached warp speed?
10 minus 10 seconds.
Good, good. So we should be docking at Deimos in 5 parsecs?
Accumulating spec light now.
Good, good. Cantor?
Yes?
Well, I wasn't going to mention this, but, your head's covered in lumps. Yeah, it's gone all brown and it's covered in lumps.
Has anyone else noticed this? Any member of the crew?
Well, it's a bit hard to miss, you know.
Bastards! And they would have let me go all day looking like this. You have a mirror.
Yeah, sure.
Jesus. What do I look like?
You look like you've dipped your head in a bucket of shit.
No, I didn't do that.
Maybe it's an allergy.
Oh, God, I look ridiculous. And I'm taking Tracy out tonight. I hope it clears up by then.
Oh, hi, Tracy.
Want anything from the shops?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Lion Bar.
Sure. Clantor?
I'm fine, thanks.
What happened to your head?
She looks great.
Oh, blimey, Danny Baker. Danny! Danny, over here, Danny! Danny, look at me now, look at me, Danny! Danny, look at me! Cheer up! Oh, cheers, Danny! Danny! I bloody hate you! I'm not taking your bleeding photo! Oh, blimey, Jamie Blanford! Jamie! Jamie, over here, Jamie, look at me, over here, Jamie, over here. Jamie, could you take some cocaine? There you go, if you want to take that, snort that, lovely, lovely trouble. Right, now you're marking your Jamie ship, your Blanford ship, you take some heroin, some of this heroin, have some of that heroin, yeah. Lovely, jack up, that's it, brilliant, lovely. Now can you take these opium suppositories and stick them up your arse, the opium suppositories. Lovely, your Blanfordness, your Marquis-ship. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell, he's dropped dead. Fantastic. Drag him over here, drag the body. Mate, drop the body over here. Get out of the way. Get that bleeding paramedics out of the way. Get out of the way, you sounding bastards. Get out of the way. Bloody hell, get out of the way. Oh, look, it's Stephen Fry. Stephen, over here, Stephen, over here to me, Stephen. Oh, bloody hell. Lovely. One more. You know, I've been in show business rather a long time now. I originally started out, of course, as a Bond girl. I I first got the acting bug when I was in a coronation pageant at my old primary school, Anfield Road Junior School. Of course, it's not called that anymore. Now it's called the Tiny Tots University of North Liverpool. These new universities are springing up all over the place, aren't they? Like now you buy your milk at Mr. Patel's University of Pot Noodle Retail. Yeah, my old neighbourhood's really declined. I mean, going by all the signs in the pub windows, every pub's called under new management. And in the shops they have these signs like, please do not ask for credit as a punch in the mouth often offends. Now they've had to put all the produce, all the food in the shops behind bars to stop shoplifting. Or, as the locals call it, affirmative shopping. And you can't leave your car for 5 minutes because it'll get nicked, you know, except for my car. My car actually has the best anti-theft device of all. It's got diesel written on the back of it.
Right, I better go.
Stay a bit, have another pint. Oh, whatever.
No, I've got to go. See you all tomorrow.
See you, mate.
Bye, mate.
See you.
Yeah. See you all tomorrow.
See you all tomorrow.
See you all tomorrow.
Oh, Christ, I've got to go as well. Got to take the wife out shopping. Get you back tomorrow, all right?
See you, mate.
All right.
Gotta take the wife out shopping. Gotta take the wife out shopping.
Get you back tomorrow.
Get you back tomorrow.
Get you back tomorrow.
Get you back tomorrow.
Right then, gentlemen, please, finish your drinks. Well past time now.
Come on, gentlemen, please. Finish your drinks. Well past time now.
Finish your drinks, please. Well past time now.
Finish your drinks. Well past time now.
Well past time now.
Finish your drinks. Oh, well, I better be off. You coming?
I know, I'll finish my pint.
Fair enough. See you then.
Hey, mate. No, I'll finish my pint.
I'll finish my pint.
No, I'll finish my pint.
I'll finish my pint.
Well, finish your drink then. And do your talking to yourself outside.
I'll talk to myself outside. Ow, you diddling! Bloody sod you then. All right, Bobby Chariot here. You know, it's 25 years since men landed on the moon. It's about time somebody give them a lift back, really, isn't it? Yeah. Weightlessness is a funny thing, isn't it, eh? Yeah. Imagine, right, just imagine, right, if we had weightlessness on Earth, right? Then can you imagine the weigh-in for, like, a Chris Eubanks fight, right? Chris Eubanks, he'd say, hello, how much do I weigh? And the bloke who was weighing him would say, nothing. You hear the wind whistling, can't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's well past time. Who are you talking outside?
What's going on?
Now, let's see your lip. And it's well after hours. Ain't you got no homes to go to? Do you talking outside?
Oh, all right. Welcome back to Menstrual Cycles, Britain's only all-woman bicycle shop and drop-in coffee bar.
Hi, I'm Spike, and this is Nancy, and...
We're lesbians. We'd like to thank Hackney Community Cable TV for giving us this slot. This week, we're going to discuss how to be a comfortable lesbian on your racing saddle when you're wearing vaginal jewellery.
Actually, no, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the pain and suffering that's caused when a sister has sex with someone from the other side.
What, a ghost?
No, a man. What were you thinking of? Traitor sister woman.
Leave it out, person. I just wanted to know what it'd be like, right? You know, men have other things to offer.
Yeah, well, it seems like a lot of trouble to go to just to find out if Spurs are going to be relegated. Anyway, what was the sex like?
Oh, well, right, it was just like normal lesbian sex, except for men have got less bits to play with, and you can't have anything to talk about afterwards. I was amazed at the depth of that man's ignorance when it came to soft furnishings.
Well, I think you're running a terrible risk. It's very dangerous. Remember what happened to the last woman from our feminist group that slept with a man, right? She was completely ostracised from all social functions for 6 months. And what the sisters did, right, wasn't it? What they did was they banned her from self-defence classes and then they beat her up on her way home.
Couldn't happen to me, man, right? Couldn't happen to me, because I've been going down the gym every day. I am rough and I am tough. But we don't call it a gym, no, because that is a bloke's name. We call it a Jemima.
Anyway, we've got to go now. The next programme coming up on Hackney Community Cable is the Conspiracy Theory Show, presented by Mr. X. And this week, Mr. X asks, if history repeats itself, how come nobody shot Nigel Kennedy? Anyway, respect, Nancy.
Respect back at you, Spike.
Aye.
Evening, men.
Evening, Great Temples.
Sorry for calling you here at such short notice, but I've been given to understand that we are to receive an intriguing phone call. Question, Gingerbread.
Gingerbread, gingerbread.
What sort of intriguing phone call, Great Temples? Is it from the Foreign Office? Is someone in a tight spot? Is...
Steady on, Gingerbeard. Let the fellow finish.
Thank you, Tufty Cheeks.
Tufty cheeks, tufty cheeks, tufty cheeks.
Are we in some sort of danger, Grey Temples?
I'm afraid that I'm as much in the dark as you are, One Eyebrow.
One eyebrow.
However, as you know, our arch enemy, Weak Moustache, has vowed to continue his reign of terror until the Prime Minister makes him Chancellor of Hair.
Weak Moustache? Ah, that cunning fiend. Is it true that he once wanted to become a member of our crime-fighting team?
Oh, yes. Yes, he was once on the side of good, but his barely visible moustache merely gave him the unfortunate appearance of being working class. Now, the reason we are here is because I received a note to say that he would be calling around now.
Great Temples, it is me, your arch enemy, Weak Moustache. I advise you and your friends to prepare for death. There's a bomb hidden in that place and you shall never find it. Farewell to you and your unusual facial hair characteristics.
It's him, all right. He says there's a bomb hidden somewhere in this room and that we'll never find it.
Is that it? There!
Ah, it could well be. Well done, Gingerbread. I think we foiled your little plan.
Curses!
You grow.
Have you noticed on building sites how they always cut these holes in the hoarding so layabouts can hang around watching the building workers work, you know, like... It's unfair that... Yeah, well, you're a wanker too. It's unfair that they only have them on building sites, though. I mean, I reckon for equality, you should have them in insurance offices and in the civil service, you know, then it'd be great. You could just hang about watching people in offices work like that, you know. Mind you, it wouldn't have suited me, really, when I worked in offices, because it would have stopped me skiving. I was a terrible skiver. I mean, if I'd put as much effort into doing the job I was paid to do as I put into skiving, I'd be head of probably a very big thing by now. At first, my skiving took fairly conventional forms. Sitting in the lab for hours, reading the paper, getting somebody else to sign in for me. Taking days off with a sick note. It's dead easy to get a sick note, you know. Because have you ever noticed how your doctor always prescribes whatever's written on his pen? Yeah, that's why drug companies give doctors really nice pens. They'll be going, yes, Mrs. Jenkins, you've definitely got arthritis. I'm going to prescribe dangerous side effect-a-thon. So what I did was, I gave my GP a beautiful gold pen with a sick note written on the side of it. So he'd go, well, Alexei, according to you, you've got all the symptoms of bubonic plague. I'll prescribe a sick note. But definitely my greatest skiving triumph was the false Alexei. Yeah, the false Alexeis. What I did was, I made this hollow replica of myself. Out of chicken wire and papier-mâché. I gave it a cardboard box for a head, carrot for a nose, big happy smile on its face. Then I went to work in this false Alexei suit, right? People didn't notice the difference. They'd say, oh, have you changed your hairstyle? Lost a bit of weight? But basically, they didn't notice. So I sat down at my desk, in my false Alexei suit, cardboard box for a head, carrot for a nose, big happy smile on my face. Nobody took a blind bit of notice. After a few days, right, when nobody was looking, I climbed out the back and went home. I thought, this is great. And after a while, I thought, well, I'm just getting paid to not work at one place. I can get paid to not work at loads of places. So I put false Alexeis in all positions all over London. Then I started to diversify into false Mabels. You know, you probably met them at tie shops. You know, I'd like this tie, please. I'd like this tie, please. I'd like this tie, please. Sod you then. So there I was, right? I was diversified. False Alexeis, false Mabels, real Danny Bakers. All over the place. And the weird thing was that the false Alexeis started to do really well in their careers. Because they had big happy smiles on their faces, carrot for nose, cardboard box for heads, everybody thought they were really nice blokes, you know. And the thing was, they never made a decision. Because the worst thing you can do as an executive is to make a decision. Because if it goes wrong, you'll be punished for it. So they started to rise through the corporate structures in Britain, you know. It's getting really, like, thousands of them all over the place. That's probably why the country's in such a terrible state that it's in. Once I got into show business, I thought, this is wrong. So I went round the countries collecting up the false Alexeis, false Mabels, real Danny Bakers. But unfortunately, I left one. I forgot one. A false John, working in a bank in Brixton. People thought he was a nice bloke, big happy smile on his face. Somebody suggested he stand as a councillor for the Tories. He did really well. Then he became an MP. And finally, well, sadly, the rest is history. It's John Major. Don't get the joke. Oh, get a move on. Right. I want to get home to me bed.
Piss off.
You are bored. Bloody community service order, you know. Yeah, I went to a pop concert recently, you know, and they give me this, it was like a Kate Bush concert, you know, and they give me this pass. It said, access all areas. Well, she still wouldn't let me touch her ass. I used to be in a group, you know, in the 60s, like, you know, with the Beatles and all that. The Bobby Chariot Explosion, it was called. Yeah. We had everything, like, you know, equipment, like, we even had groupies, you know, used to hang around backstage, yeah. Mind you, they weren't very big time, our groupies. When they weren't hanging around with us, they used to hang around backstage at puppet shows.
What do you think, Hairy Knuckles?
Brilliant, Master.
Silence, you furry little weasel! It's time for me to gain my full revenge on those fancy, follicled, crime-fighting fiends.
What a brilliant idea to steal the hair.
I didn't steal it, you verminous little wretch. It is rightly mine. All hair is rightly mine. Shut up, you
Not so fast, weak moustache. You. Good Lord, I'm so sorry. Gingerbread, this isn't weak moustache.
That's funny. The hair radar is going absolutely crazy. What is the meaning of this? I'm simply a flamboyantly mustachioed man discussing matters of interest with my friend.
Brilliant, Master.
Shut up! I demand you leave my secret warehouse immediately.
What is it, Grey Temples? I've never made such a terrible mistake. Perhaps I'm getting old.
Wait, the stolen hair contains steel filaments, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. It is common procedure to introduce metallic strands when hair is being transported in bushels.
Maybe this powerful magnet will cast some light on the proceedings.
Curses! Once more, my plans have been thwarted by you hirsute heroics. It is time I made an exit. Come here, Knuckles.
My goodness. It can't be. It's Amelia. Yeah.
I thought you needed some hair assistance, boys.
I'm actually a great admirer of Oriental culture. I've just been to see the first Japanese Broadway musical, 7 Brides for 7 Samurai. When the Japanese and the Chinese cook, they don't waste anything the way we do. For instance, the Chinese will use every part of the duck in their cooking. You know, they'll use the beak, they'll use the feet, they'll use the spit. Duck spit soup is a very popular dish. And this dish that I'm cooking here is actually a dish of noodles and chickens' driving licenses. This Chinese sign's actually very interesting. You see, it's written in both English and Chinese pictograms, right? Now, the English more or less makes sense, you know, Chinese food to take away, somewhere, that sort of thing. But the pictograms, because they've been done by an English sign writer, are actually complete nonsense. Like, this sign actually says in Cantonese, horse teeth battering house. And this one says, baghead muck wibble wobble, a speciality. Mind you, there's also a tradition of mixing up English in Southeast Asia. Like, you remember those Frankie Says T-shirts that were really popular in the 80s, right? They were really big in Asia, but they were pirated, right? And the pirates had just chosen English words at random because they made a nice pattern, you know. So you might be walking through central Bangkok, you see a pretty girl coming towards you, and across her chest would be written, "Tattoo my arse, Mr. Reagan." Or you might see a street vendor, right? And written across his big fat stomach in big letters would be, "Mule dick strainer, by appointment." Also, on the campus of Beijing University in the 90s, the early 90s, they had all these leather jackets. All the students wore leather jackets. And written across the back would be written, "Please put lard down my undies, senorita." That wasn't fashion, that was just the Chinese government being cruel, you know.
2 drunken Englishmen are accidentally sucked into an ever-changing vortex of past and future ages. Doug Hatton and Tony Kirby, without a change of clothes in several months, now tumble helplessly towards an exciting new adventure along the infinite corridors of time.
Doesn't Sarajevo look beautiful today?
Yes, we are in a nice ideal place to get a perfect view of the Archduke Ferdinand and his wife as they drive past in their motor car.
They say that if the Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated, all of Europe would be plunged into a bloody and terrible war.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Drunk in Time. This week, Sarajevo A-Go-Go.
Where are they, Doctor?
They seem to have landed in Sarajevo in 1914.
Cigarette, General?
Cigarette? I'm a soldier, not some smoky Joe tobacconist blowing rings up in the air. So you get to lay the homecoming queen at the annual hootenanny in No Place, Arkansas, while the gym class are all shaking their booties at the karate display next to Eddie Mae's cake and rubber outfit as concession stand.
Going through, disabled ex-serviceman. Going through. Yeah, this is a taxi rank.
Yeah, I want to go home. I'm pissed.
Oh, bit of a big queue, though, isn't there?
Hey, there's one, Tony.
Pal! You take it to Clapham, pal. Anywhere near... Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry about that. You're going anywhere near Clapham. Do you want to share? You know, we can... Excuse me, pal. There's a queue. Some people are rude, aren't they? Rude people. I hate them. Wait! Hey!
I've got your number, mate. I'll report you.
They've stopped Archduke Ferdinand from being shot. They've altered history. God knows what effect this will have. General, I've got a time fix on Doug and Tony. I think I can bring them back.
Well, do it then.
Oh, come on now. Mr. O2,
we're doing important work here.
Well, that's all very well. But you lose me my licence. Do your time travel. Come on. Chop, chop.
Next week, another well out of order episode of Drunk in Time.
Oh, lesbians, eh? Hey, lesbians. Yeah. Can't live with them, can't have sex with them. Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against them. I don't mind what they do to each other in the privacy of their own homes, as long as they do it in front of me. Oh, look, here. Here's one of them novelty candles. Yeah. My wife used to collect these, although, strangely enough, she didn't have any interest in any other form of practical joke, you know, but, yeah, novelty candle. Yeah, humming candle, she called it. Thunderbird 1. There's a bee trapped in here, you know.